So I would like to share with you about where we are closing up to right now. I call this place the land of peace and prosperity. And I have so many reasons, and I'll sharing with you as we go. But one of the reasons is a land of the family. I decided my hope and my dream is to build a small house for me and my family, and to build another for males and women and girls for retreat. And there are so many women and girls, especially in our country, who are facing a lot of discriminations, domestic violences, and so on. And so the Dare Women's Foundation, an NGO that I founded, we work a lot to support and help these women and girls to report their cases so they know where to report. Because normally they want to know where to report. And sometimes it's hard because some people are living in far villages. In terms of transport, in terms of a lot of barriers in between, not supporting them to be able to go on and off the court. So we have decided that in part of our portion in our house is to keep these families, is to help these individuals and families when they are dealing with their courts, so they have place to stay. Because also otherwise, if you're facing domestic violences and you as a woman is going to report, or maybe you as a person, you're reporting your teacher, they will treat you bad when you go back home again and live with them. So you need a place for retreat. So right now, we normally use the same Dare Women's Foundation office, and we have a small room there. Women and girls, they use it. But we have seen the need of this community, and we are going to use this place of peace and prosperity for that. But number two, we are doing conservations because there have been a lot of land alienation, like you can see this one. People have been cutting trees a lot, and it's a big problem in this world. And so by keeping this land with green grasses, you bring back the bugs, you bring back butterflies, birds, and so on. So in the future, same families, women, girls, and so on, they will learn on how to do business, on how to keep chicken, let's say, on how to do different projects from the same land. So when they come back from this land, after the case is done, they will be solving a poverty problem, poverty issue, because poverty is one of the reasons why people are discriminated. Once a woman is successful, once she earns income, she have voices. She'll have voice in the family levels, in the community levels, and in the government levels. I'm a good example. I'm making money from my safari company and from other projects, and I have voices. Like, I was pushed to have many children, and I said no. I have 2 children, and that is a limit. But also there were ups and downs happening in my marriage, in the community. But I managed to solve them myself. Why? Because I have voice. But otherwise, you say yes to everything. If someone telling you something, if your husband, even if your teacher, even if people who are doing business together, because in this world we are making change as women. Now we are working with men as well. So we are not ready to say yes for everything. We have to discuss because we are all equal. We all have right to live and to speak, etc. So by doing this, even after the court, women and men all together, they will earn income and the family will grow better. They'll take the kids to school, girls and boys. They'll be able to buy sanitary napkin for the girls so the girls can stay same hours in class like boys, because it is one of the challenges. I remember when I was in primary school, what happened to me. I couldn't have a sanitary napkin, but my mom was giving me a cloth and I was protecting myself by cloth. And although I faced a lot of challenges, including one day I remember I put the cloth and I was bleeding too much, and sitting on one desk, 5 kids, and we were more than 120 students in the class. And the teacher was asking a question and he wanted me to answer, and he pointed me And I couldn't stand up. I was leaking. Actually, I was smelling, irritations, fungus, and all this. So I still have scars, which is a good memory because I know challenge is a tool to break the walls. And that's why Meg is Maggie, strong woman. So I'm telling you, he beat me because I said I want to sit down while I'm answering and you have to stand up. So you can see scars around my hands and my forehead. It's from the stick. Only because I couldn't stand up to answer the question because I was leaking, and it was hard for me to share right away in front of all these kids those days. So right now, part of the activities we are doing as the DARE Women's Foundation NGO, non-government organization, is to teach and help and support communities who are in need how to make reusable sanitary napkin. And this is one of the village also. This is part of the area where we're dreaming to strengthen that project. Plus planting trees, plus all this, yes. So welcome to the land of peace and prosperity and see what is happening there.